Hi and welcome to Everyday Vlogging with Rich Pasini. Today is February 17, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers that recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content and come back for more. Today I'm going to do the reseller news. Some of the topics I'm going to be discussing: a Super Mario Brothers video game selling for 100 G's, a light ship that was purchased back in 2000 for 126,000 on eBay is now up for sale for 5.2 million. And Amazon, eBay, and AliExpress are warning about killer car seats, warning to parents. So that's all coming up. So check it out. Okay, our first story starts off with the unopened vintage Super Mario Brothers video game sells for 100 G's, setting new world record. Now, however, this wasn't purchased on eBay. It was being sold from Heritage Auctions over here. I'll read a little about it. For those who are new, I do not read everything verbatim. I will give you the URLs to where I got the news from, and the rest is up to you if you would like to pick up where I left off. This one here is from foxnews.com. It's www.foxnewsoneword.com. And the story goes on to say an unopened 1985 copy of the iconic Super Mario Brothers video game has been sold for $100,000. Okay. It says over here, the sales set a new world record for a graded video game according to Heritage Auctions, who participated in the purchase. The classic Nintendo title was graded by experts at Warner Games and received a near mint grade 9.4 and a seal rating of A++, it said. Then it goes on to say here, well, this is vintage top, so we don't talk about that. We want to stick with the story. So it goes on to say, beyond the artistic historical significance of the game, it's in supreme preservation. It said Kenneth Thrower, co-founder and chief grader of Water Games, in a statement. He said, thanks to the wild popularity, 11 different box variations of Super Mario Brothers were printed between 1985 and 1994, according to Heritage Auctions. The first two variations are sticker-sealed copies that were only available in New York and LA test market launch of Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, in 1985 and 1986, explained in the auction house. Of all the sealed copies, Super Mario Brothers, this is the only known sticker-sealed copy. That's really good, though. You really think about it. I mean, I had these games back in the day, you know. I mean, well, actually, my kids had these games too, but to think what they could sell for, right? Anyway, here's another story that was within the same story. This is Fortnite is killing the rest of the video game industry. It says, guy compared the video game to the historic comic book Action Comics #1. The comic, which was published in 1938, marks the first appearance of Superman, a real flawless copy comic book. Oh, I'm sorry, there was another video game. Sold for $3.2 million in 2014. There have been other, but I just will say this: there have been other games that have been selling a lot more than that too. I mean, I can't recall offhand, but there are others. If I do remember it, I will, put it up there. But for the most part, I can't remember off the top of my head. But there have been other games that have been selling for that. Let's see over here. Here's another one here. Click to the Fox News app. It says vintage technology can command a hefty price tag. In 2014, for example, one of the first Apple I computers was sold at auction for $905,000. So, yeah, that's pretty much the story about that there. But it's pretty impressive to see, this year selling for $100,000 for a Super Mario video game. That's pretty interesting. But anyway, guys, you know the URL if you would like to pick up and read a little more on it. Or you could just scroll down and stop the video and read the rest of it. But anyway, let's move right along, folks, because I want to discuss something at the end of this video. Okay. Here it says over here, this one is from Digiday, right? Is that what it is? Digiday, right? Okay, I'm trying to look for the URL here. There it is. https://digiday.com. And it goes on to say, we were first faced with new competition. eBay wants to remind sneakerhead industry of its roots. This came out February 15, 2019. And the story goes on to say, in the early days, sneaker culture, there was no Stadium Goods, no StockX, no GOAT, and no Fight Flight Club. Instead, there was only eBay. While the number of platforms dedicated to buying and selling of sneakers has ballooned in recent years, eBay is still chugging along as a viable platform for sneakerheads. This weekend, eBay is hoping to remind people of its sneakerhead credentials with all the weekend-long activation around the NBA All-Star Game in Charlotte, North Carolina. eBay will be on hand at the McCall Center for Art and Innovation alongside a large number of sneaker influencers and collectors who will be showcasing some incredibly rare sneakers for fans in the event called the Vault. And it says over here, it goes on to say those attending the activation will be able to purchase the sneakers, many of which are only created in the amounts of numbering in the low double digits. Those sneakers will also be available for sale on eBay online platform. So if you guys want to continue reading the rest of this here, I am not. You can check it out for yourself. I gave you the URL, and this is the story you're looking for, folks. So without further ado, let's keep moving on. This story here, well, one of my computer will logged up here. What's going on here? I'm sorry, folks. My computer's really, for some reason, it's really slow here. I've been having problems with my computer lately. I don't know what it is. Maybe I got too many windows open up. All right, I hate when these messages come up. Okay. This one here is, whoops, what happened here? Here we go again. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, folks. This is, then you're going to get this to come up here. I don't know why that popped in here, but we want to go with this one. This is the story right here. eBay. Let me give you the URL before we get bumped off again. It's www.retaildive.com. It says eBay consolidates regional operations. This story came out February 15, 2019. If you notice, I like to throw the dates in when I do these YouTube videos here. For the simple reason is I want you guys to know that this is not old information. Some people may beg to differ and say, oh, if I don't throw the dates in there, if they're not paying attention, I might say, this is old news. We want new news. Well, this is fairly new. So I just want to make you guys aware of that. Because I'd say eBay is consolidating regionally focused groups within its organization into a single global leadership team, reporting to Jay Lee, Senior Vice President and General Manager of Markets, according to the company press release. It goes to say the change will result in layoffs. I hate the word layoffs, folks, because I've been laid off twice, and I went through a company bankruptcy, and I hate that word, layoff. Anyway, it says over here, the change will result in layoffs affecting an undisclosed percentage of global workers in the workforce of 14,100, according to TechCrunch. Following the move, the new structure will encompass teams responsible for the Americas, Asia Pacific and UK, Central and Southern Europe, and cross-border trade. An eBay spokesman told the Retail Dive via email, as a result of this marketplace evolution, along with the other actions to deliver our goals, teams across the company are adapting to ensure maximum focus on eBay's global priorities. We are adding and removing positions as appropriate across organizations. I hate that. Another word for downsizing, which it is. Anyway, if you guys want to pick up and read the rest of this here, and I know there's not much, but I want to talk about some other stuff, so I don't want to spend too much time on this here. You guys, if you know, I gave you the URL, you know the story, you can check it out when you got the time. Let's move right along. Oh, brother, what is this one here? Oh, okay, here's the one I was talking about. The historic Nantucket Lightship goes on sale for a whopping $5.2 million. It goes over here to say, I'm not going to read this whole thing here, but it goes on to say, Boston, back in the 1800s, a rocky, shallow waters off of New England's coast with deadly obstacles, mariners dreaded. So the Congress stationed a Nantucket Lightship off the shores of Massachusetts, beaming out light from its mast to warn sailors to steer clear. That light was often immigrants for a glimpse of the United States. So when a nautical history buff and former Massachusetts politician Bill Golden came across one of the ships listed on auction on eBay, he knew he had to have it. Nearly 20 years and hundreds of thousands of dollars on renovations later, Golden is now trying to sell this historic vessel for millions of dollars. It goes on to say in 2000, His winning bid on eBay for $126,100 likely saved the ship from certain death in the scrapyard, and after transforming the crew into a lavish cruise ship into a lavish yacht, he's now asking a whopping $5.2 million. And let's see, there's a that there. Oh, there was the picture on there. Let's see what happened. You know, that's what I hate about this. Let me refresh the screen. That's what happens, you know, because it runs in the background. Here it is. This is what we're looking at right here. There's a video here too. I'm not going to play the video, folks, because it'll take too long, you know. And of course, you can see all the advertisements coming up, popping around here. You can see it's going to knock this off again. So anyway, I don't think I think I gave it to you, right? This is Fox News, right? This is another one. Okay. All right. It was two. So there was two Fox News there. Okay. So anyway, I'm not going to play this. Let me mute that there because it's going to be playing in the background. You know the URL. You can check it out for yourself. He really did a nice job. Like I said again, but apparently, you know, if you're going to do something like that, you're going to have plenty of cash to play around. It looks nice. I hope he gets what he's asking for it, you know. But yeah, if you want to check the rest of the story out, you know where to go. This one here, it says Amazon, eBay, and AliExpress killer car seats warning to parents. Now, this is pretty important for those of us. Well, I don't have, my kids are growing up now, but for those who are considering, you know, buying car seats or upgrading car seats, you may want to read this story here. It goes on here to say parents are being warned to avoid killer car seats that are for sale on eBay, Amazon, and AliExpress. The seats have been tested by trading standard offices and have been proven to provide no protection in a crash. The cheaply made children's seats are on sale for as little as, well, £8. Well, man, online selling websites. I guess that's £8, right? Consumer Group, which said the fabric seats were illegal to use in the UK, but may attract some parents due to the cheap price tag. You know, when it comes to your kids, folks, when my kids were little, we didn't spare no expense on buying stuff like that. We bought whatever our money could afford back then, pretty much close to the best. And you know, that's your kids you're dealing with, folks. So I mean, when it comes to something like this, be careful. You know, read consumers reports on these things here. Do research on it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, that's your child. You know, yeah, that's your baby. You don't want to put the baby in harm's way. So you know believe me, do your research on if you're going to buy, you know, if you're going to buy a car seat. I'm bringing this to your attention because, like I said, for those of us out there that do have kids, like I said, my daughters are growing up now, but you know, you want to put your kid in a nice car seat, something that's going to protect them. But anyway, it goes on to say here, the seats are made from thin material with no robust plastic protection, and are similar to those to a small cushion with straps that sits on the back of a regular seat. Okay. Wow. Anyway, guys, well, ladies, anyway, men and women who take, you know, or buy these things for their kids, whatever, please do your research before you buy anything like this, folks. Okay, do your research. I don't know, but this looks like one that they're talking about, and you could watch it over here. Here it says how properly fit a child's car seat. I guess you gives you little instructions on here, but I'm not going to play that right now. But if you guys get a chance, please check out this story here. I'm going to give you the URL. I encourage you to read the rest of it. And like I said, again, if you're going to do any, if you are going to buy a car seat, please keep this in mind. Okay. The URL is www.plymouthherald, one word, .co.uk. And this is the story you're looking for. Okay. Amazon and eBay and AliExpress, killer car seats warning to parents. Okay. Please, you know, this came out, was it? Yeah, it came out today over here, see? February 17, 2019. This is not old news, this is new news. So please, for your kids' safety, get good car seats, believe me. It'll pay off in the end, believe me. Well, that concludes the reseller news. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. And if you want to be updated as to when I post new videos, please hit that bell notification icon. This is Rich Pasini signing off. Until next time, bye-bye now.